Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Aiga and welcome to my channel Heart Notes, where I talk about all things perfume. Now, I haven't bought too many new releases lately, well, pretty much for the last 6 months I want to say, because, well, pretty much I just couldn't, so I haven't bought any, but I do have one review for today, and it is for the Carolina Herrera Good Girl Blush Elixir, which has pretty much just came out. I just got this in the mail today. I haven't opened this, still sealed, so we'll just do a first impressions, then we're gonna look at the accords and notes, and I'll report back with some wear test. So from the Elixir version, I would expect that it would be a bit stronger than the original, which came out pretty much exactly a year ago, Good Girl Blush. I think it was January or February last year. I have the Good Girl blush here as well, and just to remind myself what it smells like. I remember it, I remember it as a very beautiful, feminine, powdery and soft spring summertime scent. It's a beautiful perfume. It's not for everybody. I do believe it stands out a little bit. It has a bit more of an interesting scent than a lot of other designer perfumes, but I do enjoy this one, and I'm excited to see what the Elixir will bring. Now, this perfume I bought for the money that my mom sent me for Christmas, so thank you, Mom, for sponsoring my channel. But yeah, when you can't really buy any new releases, you have the worst FOMO, so I'm super excited for this one. Okay, so the bottle is an ombre baby pink to black, so I don't know, I guess I like it, but honestly, it's kind of irrelevant. Right, so I have the 30 milliliter smallest bottle, so for that one the heel comes off. You can't spray from the heel itself, but that's okay. Alright, so let's see the first impression. Oh, I think I like this one better. Okay, it's definitely a more intense Elixir version. Okay, there's some woodiness in here. It's sweeter, maybe like vanilla. Do I smell patchouli as well? I'm not sure, but okay, the name completely makes sense. There is a bit of that original blush DNA, but it definitely is stronger, more of an evening wear, colder weather as well. So if that's spring, summer, then this would make sense in winter and fall. Okay, I definitely like what I'm smelling, so let's look at the accords and notes. The main accords are yellow, floral, woody, patchouli, citrus, sweet, warm, spicy, vanilla, earthy, balsamic, and floral. In the top notes we have bergamot and mandarin orange. In the middle notes, ylang ylang and rose. And in the base notes, patchouli and vanilla. So if we compare with the original, in the top notes they've replaced almond with mandarin orange. In the middle notes, they replaced peony with the rose, and in the base, they have replaced coumarin with patchouli. So let me just spray again. Yeah, so it's still citrusy. There's that citrusy bright opening, similarly as the original blush. But next to the powderiness, there's also the sweetness, which is a lot more prominent from the vanilla. And you can already immediately feel the patchouli and the woodiness in the base. Yeah, in general, currently I really like it. I'm gonna do a wear test, see how it performs on my clothing and on my skin as well, and I'll report back. So I've now had about 3 hours with this perfume, so it's pretty much clear how it will perform. I sprayed it on my arm and a lot of my clothes. I oversprayed as I usually do. That's just what I do. And usually I also just spray perfume on my clothes only. Of course, in summertime you can't really avoid it, but I don't like spraying perfume on my skin. So yeah, I just went to town on this sweater with the perfume. I sprayed, I think, 10 or 12 times, and then on each of my arm. Now, from clothes, it was actually a pretty good performance, I would say. For an hour, I think almost close to 2 hours, hour and a half, I could really sense the perfume constantly. I was just moving it around in the kitchen, making dinner, and I would constantly sense the perfume, which was really nice. I like that. I don't remember the original blush having such a good performance, so I do think that this is stronger in terms of sillage. So I do think that this is better in terms of creating that nice perfume cloud that you want to be in. Now, on the skin, it sort of went right into like a vanilla scent, just a very like powdery vanilla, and now yeah, now at almost 3 hours, it's pretty much gone. Like a very, very teeny tiny scent of vanilla. It's like a very close to skin, but it's pretty much gone, I would say. From the sweater, I think I can still even sense it now. Just not as strong, but I think it's still there. So yeah, in terms of performance, it's definitely better than blush, but this being an elixir, I would expect that anyways. But yeah, I think the performance is okay, especially if you compare, like, I think designer scents are just getting weaker and weaker as the years go by. So I would say this is still pretty decent. Now, in terms of the notes, it was kind of strange because the initial spray, instantly there's patchouli, there's some woodiness, you know, it definitely has changed, it felt stronger. But as I was moving around and sniffing my arm every now and then, I wouldn't sense the patchouli at all. So even though it's in the base notes, I could really only sense it in the beginning, in the initial spray. So if you don't like patchouli, don't worry about that. It definitely wasn't a problem for me. And the woodiness as well, you can definitely sense it in the initial spray, but later on this did not come off as a woodsy perfume at all. Now, if we compare the two, so this is a sweet powdery spring summertime perfume, feminine gentle. This is definitely stronger, but after you have sprayed the perfume for a while, I think on the dry down it gets closer and closer to this one. It's just a sweeter vanilla, but in the dry down it gets closer to this one. And it's just the initial spray that definitely makes this different from the original blush. So this is a stronger, sweeter, definitely sweeter vanilla perfume, also powdery, but more appropriate, I would say, for colder weather, for winter and autumn. Now, in terms of age ranges and occasions, I think these are pretty much the same. I can see actually anyone wearing this. I don't see really an age range. I think these would be great everyday scents as well. This might get closer to being a date night perfume, but in general, they're very wearable. I don't see how they can be offensive to anyone. They're not very overpowering. And in general, I like them both. I do prefer this one, I think, because it is sweeter and I like my sweet perfumes. And it is a tiny bit stronger. But since the dry down is quite similar to the original blush, I don't know if you would need to get this one as well, if you do have the original. Now, this has just come out, so the price will not be the friendliest, most likely. I don't know if this is available in the US yet, but in the UK, the perfume shop have it in their range, and I'll put the prices on the screen for you. And yeah, so that's the review. So pretty much, if you have the original, I don't know if you would need to get this one. If you're undecided which one to get, this is lighter, this is a bit stronger and sweeter, so you can decide for yourself. In terms of the original Good Girl, these are really nothing like it. The original to me is quite different from these ones. Even though these are flankers, I don't sense the original DNA, except for maybe the blush. Like hours and hours into wearing the perfume, the very last leg of the dry down does smell kind of like the original Good Girl, but at that point it's pretty much a skin scent, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, these are nothing really like the original Good Girl, and yeah, I think they're nice perfumes. I hope you liked the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!